While the easy headlines coming into the WWE Money in the Bank pay-per-view were focused on the annual ladder matches for the guaranteed championship contract, the highlights of the show turned out to instead be a pair of exceptionally good championship bouts. Braun Strowman had his finest moment as Universal Champion, outlasting the challenge of Bray Wyatt and disposing of the sins of his past in the process, while Drew McIntyre held off the fierce efforts of Seth Rollins to hold on to his WWE Championship in the match of the night. The Money in the Bank ladder matches closed the show with 6 men and 6 women simultaneously battling through WWE Headquarters to the roof to retrieve the briefcases containing the championship contracts that can be cashed in at any point in the next year. With some heavy favorites heading into the night, it turned out that a pair of underdogs picked up the victory. Addition to those matches, The New Day and Bayley retained their respective titles in action earlier in the night. CBS Sports was with you the entire way on Sunday, updating this story with results and grades from the show along with highlights in the updates section at the bottom of the page. Keep on reading for thoughts on each match from start to finish at WWE Money in the Bank. Jeff Hardy vs. Cesaro, Kickoff Show. Hardy's issues with Sheamus led to a match with Cesaro, Sheamus' former tag partner in the now defunct Team of the Bar. The match told a similar, though shorter, story of what should be expected out of Hardy vs. Sheamus, with Hardy's daredevil style having to overcome a pure power game. Cesaro dominated much of the match, forcing Hardy into the underdog role where he does his best work. After managing to kick out of a twist of fate and whisper in the wind, Cesaro eventually fell to a Swanton Bomb in a very solid kickoff match that showed off the best qualities of both men while continuing the Hardy redemption story. Hardy def. Cesaro via pinfall, Grade B SmackDown Tag Team Championship, New Day C vs. The Miz and John Morrison vs. The Forgotten Sons vs. Lucha House Party. Gran Metalik was sporting some long hair with his mask tonight. There was a big early spot with Metalik hitting a top rope Spanish fly on Morrison onto the other competitors at ringside. Lucha House Party was a standout team in the match with their big spots being flashy enough to stand out in the chaos, like they were during the 8-man tag on SmackDown. A Miz blind tag led to a believable near fall with Morrison hitting Starship Pain on Big E for a 2 count. After Jaxson Ryker was ejected from ringside and LHP took out the 2 heel teams, Big E hit the big ending on Metalik for the pinfall in the second very solid, but short of very good, match of the night. New Day def. Lucha House Party via pinfall, Miz and Morrison and the Forgotten Sons to retain the titles. Grade B R Truth vs.